What's up, developers? Welcome back to the Web Solution Master. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that's fundamental to building fast. Modern web applications, client-side navigation, and Next.js. If you've ever built a single-page application, you know how crucial it is to get navigation right. A slow, clunky experience can send users bouncing right off your site. But with Next.js, creating seamless instant page transitions is incredibly straightforward. In this guide, we'll walk through everything you need to know, from the basics to advanced optimization techniques. By the end of this video, you'll be a pro at making your Next.js apps feel lightning fast. So, let's get started. First up, the star of the show, the link component. This is your go-to for almost all navigation needs. Instead of using a standard HTML anchor tag, the A tag, you'll want to use the link component imported from NextLink. Why? Because link is the key to unlocking client-side navigation. When you use it, Next.js handles the routing on the client side, meaning the browser won't do a full page refresh. It just fetches the necessary JavaScript for the new page and swaps out the content. This makes transitions feel instantaneous. To use it, you simply import link from NextLink, and then wrap your anchor tag with it, passing the destination URL to the hef prop on the link component. For example, link hef equals about with an A tag inside saying about us. It's that simple, and it immediately makes your app feel more like a native application than a traditional website. This is the first and most important tool in your Next.js navigation toolbox. So, the link component is perfect for user-initiated navigation, like clicking a menu item or a button. But what about when you need to trigger a route change programmatically? Maybe after a user submits a form, or after a specific API call completes. That's where the user router hook comes in. Imported from Next Navigation, this hook gives you access to the router object right inside your components. The router object has a bunch of useful methods, but the most common one you'll use is router push. You just call router push and pass it a string with the path you want to navigate to. For example, router push dashboard. This will trigger a client-side navigation to the dashboard page, exactly like clicking a link component would. You can also use router place if you do unwant the previous page to be added to the browser's history stack. This is great for login flows, where you don't want the user to be able to click the back button and return to the login page after they re-authenticated. The use router hook is incredibly powerful and gives you full control over navigation from anywhere in your component logic. Now let's talk about dynamic routes. It's rare to build an app where all the URLs are static. More often, you'll have routes like blog, slug, or products ID. To access these dynamic parameters like the slug or ID, Next.js provides another handy hook, use params. This hook is also imported from Next Navigation. When you call use params inside a component that's rendered by a dynamic route, it returns an object containing the route parameters as key value pairs. So, for a route like posts, my first post calling use params would give you an object like slug, my first post. You can then destructure that slug and use it to fetch the specific data for that blog post. It's clean, simple, and makes working with dynamic URLs a breeze. It completely decouples your component from the URL structure, allowing you to focus on just the data you need. This is a huge improvement over parsing the URL manually, and is the standard way to handle dynamic segments in the app router. One of the coolest, almost magical features of the link component is automatic prefetching.
What is prefetching?
It's the process of loading the code for a linked page in the background. Asterisk before asterisk. The user even clicks the link. By default, Next.js automatically prefetches any page linked by a link component as soon as it enters the user's viewport. This means when the user scrolls down and a link to your contact page comes into view, Next.js quietly fetches the JavaScript needed for that page. Then, when the user finally clicks the link, the navigation is virtually instant because the code is already there. There's no waiting for a network request. This is a massive performance boost and a huge contributor to the snappy feel of Next.js apps. And the best part, it's enabled by default. You don't have to configure anything. This intelligent prefetching strategy dramatically improves the perceived performance and user experience of your application with zero effort on your part. To understand why prefetching is so effective, we need to talk about code splitting. Next.js automatically code splits your application by root. This means that when a user first visits your homepage, they only download the JavaScript needed for the homepage. They don't download the code for the About page, the Contact page, or your massive user dashboard. Each page is its own isolated bundle. This keeps the initial load size small and the time to interactive super fast. When you navigate to a new page using the link component Next.js then fetches only the code for that specific route. This is the foundation that makes prefetching so powerful. It's not fetching your entire app, just the small chunk of code for the next potential page. This combination of automatic code splitting and prefetching is a core reason why Next.js applications perform so well out of the box. It's a sophisticated optimization that Next.js handles for you, letting you focus on building features. Finally, let's touch on scroll behavior. When you navigate between pages in a single page app, what should happen to the scroll position? If you're going to a new page, you'd expect to start at the top. But if you click the browser's back button, you'd expect to return to your previous scroll position, right? Messing this up can be really frustrating for users. Luckily, Next.js has sensible defaults for this. When you navigate to a new page, Next.js will automatically scroll the viewport to the top when you navigate using the back or forward browser buttons. Next.js will restore the previous scroll position. This is the behavior users expect, and it works automatically. However, there might be cases where you want to customize this. For instance, you might want to scroll to a specific element on the page after navigation. Next.js allows you to disable the automatic scroll management by passing scroll equals false to the link component. This gives you full control, so you can then use a useEffect hook in window, scroll to or element, scroll into view to implement your own custom scroll logic. This gives you the flexibility to perfect the user experience for every navigation scenario. And that's a wrap. We've covered the essentials of mastering client-side navigation in Next.js. We started with the fundamental link component for seamless transitions. We learned how to use the useRouter hook for programmatic navigation and useparams for accessing dynamic route segments. We also explored the magic of automatic prefetching and code splitting, which work together to make your app feel incredibly fast. And finally, we looked at how Next.js handles scroll behavior and how you can customize it. By applying these concepts, you can build applications that are not only powerful and feature-rich, but also provide a truly world-class user experience. The smooth, instant navigation is what sets modern web apps apart. And now, you have all the tools to achieve it in Next.js. I hope you found this guide helpful. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more deep dives into web development. What are your favorite navigation patterns in Next.js? Let me know in the comments below. I love hearing from you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.